So hello everyone and welcome back. So in my last video I actually said that I'm going to do a video on a secret pre-release version of FNAF Security Breach, and this is it. So in short, there's actually a pre-release version of FNAF Security Breach. I don't know how did people got this version, I really don't know, but it exists and it is a version of FNAF Security Breach 2 weeks before the release. And I'm actually going to go over some biggest changes that I found in this version that are different from the version that we got, and there are quite a bit of differences. Yeah, it is 2 weeks before the game is initially supposed to launch, and there are big differences, kinda big. So I'm going to go over them, and let's start. So first of all, the menu looks a little bit different. There's actually static noise when you press a button at the beginning. Also, the menu looks kinda different. Actually those backgrounds in the menu, I'm going to talk about them later because there are a lot of removed backgrounds that were not used for some reason, and the whole menu just looks a little bit different. There's actually outline around the buttons, but it is, I think, for debugging purposes and everything. So yeah, there's actually work in progress down below, and yeah, nothing really changed on the menu except for the backgrounds and some buttons, but nothing really that interesting. Then in the beginning cutscene, in the first cutscene, there is an actually hand unit voice saying, put your hands up for the one, the only Freddy Fazbear. There's not that voice. See, you know why isn't it there? Because that voice is actually from FNAF VR. Yeah, I'll play the clip.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Fazbear Entertainment would like you to put your hands together for the one, the only.
So that voice was from FNAF VR, so I think it was like the last change they did, like added that voice, maybe it sounded better, I don't know. Messages are actually on the pass menu, which, I don't know, I think that everything should be on Fazwatch. I think that even inventory should have been on Fazwatch, but whatever. But yeah, messages were initially on the pass menu. Now when you want to push over cans, there's actually a button that says push over cans instead of cause destruction, which is basically like with every single item in the game that causes destruction, such as those motorcycles or whatever. So yeah, so there was supposed to be initially written push over cans instead of cause destruction. Then there's a mobbot line, you know, the mobbot. There was actually he was supposed to have voice lines. I think that he was supposed to have in the final game, but they removed it because of a bug. I've heard something about that, but yeah, here are the voice lines.
The Mega Pizzaplex is closed. Leave the premises or I will be forced to call security. Exit the building. This is your final warning.
The whole game actually has very prominent fog effect, which you can notice in many areas. And the game looks very dark. If you look at this gameplay, it is very dark. I don't know if the guy has some, I don't know, has settings turned down or whatever, but it really looks really dark, and the reflections are kind of prominent as well. I mean, this looks great, but the FPS are terrible, so yeah. But this was recorded on PS4 and it has ray tracing, so I think it makes sense that it is lagging. The map was supposed to look like this. I don't know if I like it. It doesn't really fit. I mean, the map in the game is pretty useless because it really is kind of hard to navigate through, but yeah, it was supposed to look like this. So this was pretty much all of the things that I wanted to say. I mean, there were a lot of other things, but those were details, so I'm only saying a few things. So the game genuinely looked darker. As I said, I don't know if this was this person had something turned in the settings, I don't know, but if no, then the game looked a little bit darker. And I think that some areas actually had better lighting, like such as this screen. As you can see, this is the one that we actually got, and this is the one that this game actually had. So you can see that the lighting is a little bit better on the one that this game actually had, and I don't know why. I don't understand lighting, so, or light or whatever, but I think that this was made for performance reasons, you know. So now I think we get to the unused backgrounds. So here they are. So this is the 1 hour menu. This is a 2 hour menu. It is actually the daycare, as you can see. Then there's the hour 3 menu, 3 hour menu. This is L chips. Hour 4 menu, this is the main atrium, or the main atrium, and you can actually see that there are these staticky screens, so that's cool that they do not display anything. And then hour 5 is this. This is parts and service. And then hour 6 is this. This is actually in the game, but lighting is a little bit different, and I think it looked better here. And this one, hour 7. There is also a similar one that we got, and I think the one we got is actually better. This is just a shot on the sign, and yeah. Now we shall get to the burn trap boss fight, shall we? So nothing really changed here except for a few things. So the burn trap boss fight, there isn't actually blob in this boss fight. There isn't the large blob model sitting there. They aren't there. Also, what I've noticed is that every time a camera switches, when there is a cutscene, it bleeps. It does a little. So, I don't know, just for testing purposes. But the most notable thing is that the after ending cutscene, you know which one, it wasn't finished. It just wasn't there. So, and this was 2 weeks before the game was supposed to release. 2 weeks, as I said. So 2 weeks and they haven't finished it. Huh. And then the biggest thing, the unfinished cutscenes. I think that I'm going to play them all here, so you can watch them here. All of this footage actually is from a YouTuber called Mass. I think that more people actually have this pre-release version. I don't know how they got it, but it's from a YouTuber called Mass. So please watch their channel. They are still uploading clips from this pre-release version, and please subscribe to them. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have known about this. Yeah, so the first one is the Monty fight cutscene. This one is also a little bit different. Next one is the leaf ending, and what I've noticed is this green screen. I don't know why is it here. I don't know why this green screen is here, but it kind of may be implying that the gameplay was originally supposed to be that it like faded. Like, for example, if you left the building at 6 a.m., it would have like faded slowly. It would have faded into this comic book style. I don't know, maybe. I would have loved that, but I don't know why this green screen is here. I'm not really that educated to know. Then there's Disassemble Vanny ending cutscene, not the ending, but the previous cutscene, and this one actually features some voice lines and is longer, but is unfinished.
You can no longer hide from me. I have new eyes.
Disassemble Freddy.
Gregory, run!
Then there is the Disassemble Vanny ending cutscene, Vanny, but Gregory says decommission Vanny instead of disassemble Vanny. Or, yeah. I don't know why. Probably just a change last minute. Maybe it sounded cooler. I don't know. Decommission sounds kinda lame. Yeah. Maybe? I don't know. I think Dismantle is still the best one. It was actually used in the game files, Dismantle Vanny. There's actually a voice line for it, but it wasn't used. And Disassemble I think makes sense because also Vanny said that before to Freddy, so Disassemble Vanny. Then there's the car ending, or the van ending. Then the VIP ending. then the princess quest ending. And that is all. But that's not all for this video. There are some few animations that have been unused in the game files, or are actually in the game, and I'm going to play them right here. Now all these animations are in the pre-release version, and Vanny was supposed to have all of these. Even that one animation that looked like from the trailer, she was supposed to have that, which I don't know why they cut all of these. Vanny's, I think that they just didn't know what to do, because Vanny's really unfinished in the final game, so I think that's why they cut it, because they just didn't know where to put it, and Vanny also appeared for a few minutes, so it didn't really matter. So yeah, that's been pretty much all I can find, or all that I found important. There are a lot more, so I suggest you watching Mas on YouTube and also watching FNAF Lost Media on Twitter. This guy, or girl, I don't know, is really great at finding some very things that I didn't even know about, so please watch all of these two people. And yeah, that's been all. Let me know what do you think about this pre-release version. Do you like it? I think that they changed so many things 2 weeks before the game was initially supposed to release. It just shows that they wanted something different from this game, but they changed it last minute. It is not really confirmed that this actually happened, but it really, everything is, you know, leaning towards it being true, that they changed things last minute. And I would really like to know what Security Breach was supposed to be like in 2021 or in 2020 even. I would really like to know what it was initially supposed to be. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks again for every source that I had, and I will see you next time. Bye.
This is backstage? I guess it's why they keep the curtains closed. Why won't she eat? I saw her eating out of a trash can earlier. I didn't think robots needed to eat.
Gregory, I know why you are not in the customer database. I remember you from the... Where are you going? Come back. I thought we were friends. Superstar Gregory. Why do you hide?